She collapsed at the coffee shop, and the tech billionaire who studied her never released his grip again. The inhaler tumbled from Sophia Reyes's grasp before her knees buckled on the worn wooden floor. She didn't register the jolt, didn't catch the barista's alarmed shout or the clatter of coffee cups scattering like forgotten dreams. All she sensed was the tightness in her chest, swallowing her entirely, and somewhere in that suffocating haze, firm hands steadying her before she vanished completely. When her eyelids fluttered open 20 seconds later, she was gazing into the most worried pair of green eyes she'd ever encountered. Eyes belonging to a man in a tailored hoodie that likely cost more than her monthly bills. A man who was now supporting her like she was irreplaceable. "Stay still," he murmured gently, his tone calm, reassuring, secure. "The barista is dialing 911. No. The plea escaped as a wheeze, but Sophia pushed herself upright regardless. The room spun wildly. "No ambulance, I can't cover it. I'm okay. Really." Welcome back to Stories That Inspire, where we deliver heartfelt tales of romance because truly love and loss are inevitable. No one predicts the when, how, or where. It's never premature or overdue. If you're new here, subscribe now and tap the bell so you catch what unfolds next. And if you're a loyal viewer, we're grateful for you. Stick around till the end, share your reflections in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's proceed. She wasn't okay. She hadn't been okay for 4 months, 1 week, and 5 days. Not since the diagnosis that reshaped her existence into a ticking clock. "You just had an asthma attack," the man said. He hadn't released her shoulder, and somehow that gentle hold was the most compassionate act anyone had extended to her in ages. "I need my medication." Sophia attempted to chuckle, but it emerged ragged. "Which now costs more than my utilities. So unless you're dispensing wonders today, I just need to stand and plan my next step." She was tearing up, damn it. She was weeping before a total stranger in a Seattle coffee shop at 4 p.m. on a rainy Wednesday. Hitting bottom had an aroma of espresso and damp wood, and it reeked of stale pastries and shattered aspirations. The man, tall, perhaps 38, with tousled brown hair that looked effortlessly stylish, even as nothing in Sophia's world aligned anymore, gazed at her like she'd struck him in the gut. "How much?" he inquired softly. "Pardon?" "The meds." "How much?" Sophia yearned to snap at him, to butt out, to collect her remaining pride and exit this cafe with dignity intact. But she was exhausted, terrified, utterly weary of feigning control. $2,800, she murmured, for a 2-month supply. My insurance rejected it because they claim there's a generic option, but that one triggers worse flares for my asthma type. So essentially, I scrape together the cash or I suffocate. Those are my choices now. The barista hovered nearby phone, clutched concern etched on her face. The paramedics are en route. "Cancel them," the man instructed, not averting his gaze from Sophia. Then to her, "I'm Ethan Blackwell, and I'll cover your prescription. You don't know me." "I know you require assistance. That's sufficient." Sophia shook her head, though the motion intensified her dizziness. "I can't accept that. I don't take handouts from strangers. I earn what I have." "Then view it as an investment." Ethan's expression hardened slightly. "Or don't view it at all, whatever helps you survive. But I'm not leaving here knowing you lack what's vital for breathing." There was an edge in his tone, something hinting he grasped desperation, the urge for rescue, but that seemed illogical. Men in hoodies that screamed luxury didn't comprehend choosing between meds and groceries, did they? The barista cleared her throat. "I still have to summon help if she's declining care." "She's not declining care," Ethan interjected softly. "She's getting her medication, and then I'll ensure she gets home safely." "Right." He directed the question at Sophia, not ordering, inquiring, offering her agency, even though they both knew options were scarce. "Why?" The query emerged raw. "Why do this for a stranger?" Ethan paused for a beat. When he replied, his words held a gravity Sophia couldn't pinpoint. "Because once someone aided me when I was at my lowest, and because occasionally fate positions you precisely where you're meant to be. That's when Sophia noticed his fingers trembling, this affluent, composed stranger, who'd materialized to brace her as she faltered, was frightened too. Perhaps not of identical fears, but frightened all the same human beneath the premium fabric and serene poise. "Okay," she exhaled. "Okay." Ethan assisted her to her feet. The surroundings wobbled but stabilized. The barista darted to the counter, relief washing over her as she fetched a notepad. Sophia lingered there, sensing she'd entered another's narrative, one where rescue occurred instead of gradual asphyxiation from medical debts and insurance rejections, and a flawed system prioritizing profits over breath. "I'll reimburse you," Sophia declared as Ethan pulled out his sleek wallet without batting an eye at the figure. "Every penny. I don't know the timeline, but I will. We'll discuss that later." Ethan glanced her way, and there was tenderness in that glance that constricted Sophia's throat, unrelated to her asthma. "For now, I need assurance you'll be fine." "I don't even know if I will be," she confessed. The admission felt perilous and essential. "Fine, I mean. I lost my position 3 months back, the one with decent coverage. I've been freelancing gigs, but they offer zilch. Savings depleted, rent overdue, and this," she motioned to the counter, "was my final resort before total surrender." She couldn't fathom why she was unloading this on him, why proximity to this stranger felt more secure than her solitary apartment had in weeks. Ethan's face transformed into an unreadable mask. "What field were you in before?" "I was a child psychologist focusing on anxiety disorders and family dynamics. Ran my clinic for 5 years until expenses skyrocketed and I couldn't sustain it. Turns out aiding kids cope doesn't compensate as you'd hope." The resentment in her voice startled her. "Now I tutor online and deliver food apps, trying not to dwell on those families I deserted mid-session." "That's not desertion," Ethan said quietly. "That's endurance." The barista returned with a small bag and a receipt Sophia avoided eyeing. Ethan accepted both, then passed the bag to Sophia, as if it were routine, as if he hadn't just expended more in minutes than many earned in weeks. "Let me escort you home," he offered. "You shouldn't be solo right now. You've done plenty. Perhaps this is merely the start." Sophia regarded him, truly regarded him, and spotted something more alarming than her empty account, or her labor breathing, or her precarious tomorrow. She spotted potential. She spotted someone who viewed her as salvageable, as significant as possessing worth, beyond the price tag some insurer had affixed to her life. And that was the riskiest of all, because Sophia Reyes had learned harshly that when things appeared too ideal, they typically were that aid bore hidden strings, that benevolence concealed fees. But Ethan Blackwell was already heading for the exit, glancing back with those strikingly green eyes, and Sophia found herself trailing him, nonetheless trailing towards something resembling optimism trailing him, even though optimism wounded deepest when it faded. Outside, the Seattle drizzle enveloped them like a cool shroud. Evergreens loomed along the avenue, dripping with rain. Commuters hurried by with umbrellas and lattes, oblivious that Sophia's universe had just pivoted inside that cafe. Ethan's vehicle was, as anticipated, a matte gray electric SUV valuable enough to sustain a household for months. He opened the passenger door for her, and Sophia paused. "I can grab a ride share." "I know you can." Ethan's grin was faint but sincere. "But you won't, because I suspect you're weary of managing solo, and perhaps, just perhaps, you're intrigued why a random guy just footed your bill for someone he encountered moments ago." He was accurate, curse him. He was accurate on all counts. Sophia settled into the seat, gripping her meds like a talisman, and pondered what she'd consented to, wondered if Ethan Blackwell was her lifeline, or another error in a string of blunders, wondered if a life could transform in the span it took to collapse and be steadied by the precise individual. As Ethan ignited the engine and merged into traffic, Sophia realized something that tightened her lungs she desired to discover. Despite her dread and dignity and profound fatigue, she yearned to learn who this man was, why he'd acted as he had, and what might ensue. Because whatever ensued, it had to surpass resignation. It had to. Who is Ethan Blackwell truly, and why did aiding Sophia unsettle him profoundly? What transpires when she uncovers what she'll know the truth about his presence in that coffee shop? Sophia's studio was on the 3rd floor of a dated complex in Seattle's Capitol Hill, a structure that had witnessed brighter eras. Ethan didn't remark on the faded wallpaper or the flickering hallway lights or the elevator that groaned like an old friend. He simply accompanied her up carrying the medication bag as if it contained treasure, which Sophia supposed it did. It contained weeks more of air. "This is me," she said at her door. Her fingers trembled unlocking it. "Thanks for the lift and everything." "Can I step in?" Ethan asked. "Just briefly." Every instinct screamed, no, you didn't admit unfamiliar men into your space, no matter their apparent kindness, no matter the depth of their green eyes or how secure their support felt when they braced your fall. But Ethan Blackwell hadn't seemed unfamiliar in that cafe. He'd seemed like a response. "Okay," Sophia heard herself utter. "But I lack offerings tease-bagged seating's thrift store. The Vista's a parking lot." "I don't require a Vista." Eirings, inside her compact apartment, narrated the tale she'd withheld hospital statements piled on the table, partially packed crates she'd never completed unpacking, since uncertainty loomed over next month's lease. A futon on the carpet, a desk, cluttered with journals brimming with client notes she'd never conclude, photos of the existence that belonged elsewhere. Ethan absorbed it without critique, just surveyed her modest domain like committing it to memory. "This is interim," Sophia stated, disliking her defensive tone. "When I shuttered my clinic, I assumed I'd secure another role swiftly, one with benefits. But no one hires a 35-year-old psychologist with chronic asthma and a resume gap. So interim became permanent, and now I'm just aiming for Dawn." "Dawn's a solid aim," Ethan replied softly. He placed the bag on her counter, then faced her squarely. "Sophia, I must disclose something." Here it arrived, she thought, the hook, the obligations, the motive someone like him would assist someone like her. "I wasn't in that coffee shop randomly," Ethan proceeded. "I was grabbing my own prescription, too, for migraines. They began 7 months ago after my sister passed, and I assumed her startup. Blackwell Tech, perhaps you've heard." Sophia's breath hitched. Blackwell Tech, the software giant that revolutionized Seattle's tech scene, a firm valued in billions, featured in innovation mags and investor summits and apps across devices. "You're that Ethan Blackwell," she breathed. "I'm that Ethan Blackwell." He smiled, but it didn't touch his eyes. The one who's allegedly mastered it all, who inherited wealth beyond lifetimes, who should be unflappable since fortune resolves everything right. "But you're not unflappable." "No." Ethan's voice fractured on that syllable. "I'm not. My sister founded that company from scratch, devoted 30 years to innovation that impacted lives. Then she died in a car crash, en route to a pitch, and abruptly it was mine. All the choices, the burden the team relying on me not to ruin her vision." He approached her window, staring at the parking lot panorama like it offered solutions. "The migraines hit during pitches, then client calls, then solo at midnight. When insomnia struck from fear, I'd demolish her legacy. My doc prescribed meds, but each pickup made me feel defeated, like I should endure without aid." Sophia comprehended, Lord, she comprehended that stigma, that sense of bodily betrayal, of requiring unasked for support. "Why share this?" she queried tenderly. Ethan pivoted back, his eyes glistening with held-back tears. "Because witnessing your attack, hearing you discuss affording meds, it shattered something within me. Here I was, fretting over seeming frail, for needing migraine relief I could purchase effortlessly, and you were choosing between breath and bankruptcy. It reframed everything." So I'm your reality check. The words emerged harsher than planned. Your memo that others fare worse. No. Ethan traversed the room until inches separated them close enough for Sophia to discern the weariness in his features the load wealth couldn't alleviate. You're the first authentic event in 7 months. Everyone in my circle seeks something investors want. Equity dates want the Blackwell prestige, colleagues want favors. But you resisted my aid, and when you accepted, you plotted repayment instantly. He chuckled, sounding fractured. Do you realize how uncommon that is? How uncommon you are. Sophia's pulse raced in a manner unrelated to asthma. I should depart, Ethan said, but remained rooted. I've consumed enough of your time. I merely wanted you to know I wasn't some tech mogul playing savior. I was someone who needed to assist you as much as you needed it. Does that resonate? Yeah. Sophia inhaled. It does. They lingered in her cramped space, two fractured souls who'd intersected in the direst instant, or perhaps the optimal one. Perhaps timing perfected when both had plummeted, needing anchorage. Can I see you again? Ethan inquired. The fragility in that plea nearly unraveled her. Not for obligation, not repayment, just to know you, the authentic you, the psychologist who aided anxiety, the woman battling to endure the individual who lessens my isolation. Sophia knew she should decline new entangling with Ethan Blackwell, courted devastation. Their realms diverged, their existences mismatched. He was tech billions and venture galas, she was inhaler scrimping and third-floor hikes. But gazing at him, she saw no Blackwell label or fortune or empire. She saw someone who grasped drowning, who'd braced her fall, and clung when he could have released. She saw someone needing visibility as desperately as she did. I have stipulations, Sophia said. Anything. You let me treat you to tea tomorrow. My choice basic spot, no frills or social media vibes, just tea that tastes like tea. Ethan's grin finally illuminated his eyes. Sounds ideal. And you share more about your sister, the company, what it's like to inherit another's vision and mold it yours. Only if you recount your clinic, the kids you supported, what drew you to anxiety counseling. Deal. Sophia proffered her hand, and when Ethan clasped it, the contact sparked up her arm. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., the tea house on Pike Place. I'll be there. Ethan compressed her hand, once then released, heading for the exit, paused at the knob. Sophia. Yeah. Thanks for permitting aid for honesty, for being precisely you. He regarded her once more like imprinting her image, for reminding me humanity isn't frailty, it's the boldest we can embody. Then he vanished, and Sophia was solitary in her apartment, with her meds and pounding heart, and the improbable sensation that all had shifted. She collapsed onto her futon, retrieved her phone, and did what rationality dictated. She searched Ethan Blackwell. The results loaded sluggishly on her spotty Wi-Fi Ethan in a blazer. At a product launch, Ethan conferring with CEO's Ethan at his sister's memorial, clinging to composure by willpower. Ethan at a clinic in casual attire, clasping a young patient's hand. The caption Blackwell Tech CEO volunteers at Pediatric Center, where his late mother received care. His mother, Sophia, tapped the piece her chest, constricting as she read. Ethan's mother succumbed to asthma complications when he was 10, severe chronic identical to Sophia's. The same variant demanding costly inhalers for survival. He hadn't merely aided a stranger in a cafe, he'd aided his mother's echo, the woman he couldn't rescue, when too young to grasp that some wounds defy money, or affection, or fervent pleas to an indifferent cosmos. Sophia shut her phone, pressed it to her chest. Tomorrow, T-Truth, and perhaps just perhaps, 2 souls long adrift, Solo would learn to navigate tandem. Outside her window, Seattle's ferries honked from the sound, the same signals echoing for decades, tracking time for dreamers and strugglers and survivors who defied yielding. Sophia Reyes had survived eternally, but tomorrow with Ethan Blackwell and plain tea, and the burden of mutual comprehension between them, perhaps she could transcend survival, perhaps she could thrive. What occurs when Sophia learns Ethan's mother, perished from the identical ailment she battles, will their tea rendezvous unveil more shattering revelations? And what conceals Ethan regarding his true motive for that cafe family? If you've viewed this tale thus far, it stirred you. Share your insights and location in comments, and ensure to like, subscribe, and tap the heart if untapped. If this content resonated, it boosts my channel immensely. Sophia reached the tea house 20 minutes early, affording 20 minutes to fret. She'd swapped a tire 5 times that morn, settling on slacks and a blue blouse, once her go-to before chaos ensued. Applied cosmetics for the first occasion in weeks, then erased most, lest Ethan deem her overeager, though she undeniably was. The tea house matched her vow: unpretentious, eclectic stools, tea in simple ceramic cups, sans aesthetic flair, the sort where folks genuinely converse rather than pose for feeds. Sophia requested 2 black teas and secured a nook table, pulled her phone, stared at those Ethan images from last night till vision hazed. His mother was 32 at passing. Sophia was 35. The arithmetic felt like a timer she shunned acknowledging. You seem poised to bolt. Sophia's gaze lifted Ethan beside her table, in chinos and a plain white tee, resembling not the billionaire online, and all the anxious man who'd steadied her falter. His hair, disheveled, eyes fatigued, he clutched a paper sack. I brought snacks, he said, settling opposite. Unsure if you'd eaten, and if we're committing, let's do it properly. The sack held fresh scones from the upscale bakery 4 blocks away, the pricey ones Sophia bypassed daily en route to nowhere vital. You didn't need to. I desired to. Ethan encircled the teacup she'd procured. This is flawless, incidentally, the tea the venue you. Sophia's cheeks warmed. You can't just utter that. Why not? It's factual. They sat momentarily, 2 individuals, feigning normalcy, feigning yesterday's absence, feigning impending complexity. I researched you, Sophia conceded. Last night post-departure. I know of your mother. Ethan's demeanor altered, not irate, merely melancholic, the sort residing in marrow and lingering eternally. I anticipated you would. That's why I'm clarifying now where this advances. My mother died when I was 10, asthma exacerbation. She'd been skimping her inhaler since my family's finances strained and they couldn't fund full doses. She assured everyone she was okay until she wasn't. His voice wavered. I discovered her return from school, found her gasping in the den. Dialed 911, followed dispatch instructions, but too late. She'd delayed excessively, concealed too adeptly. Sophia extended across, grasped his hand instinctively. Ethan. When I saw your attack yesterday, heard you on affording inhalers, I saw my mother facing that impossible dilemma. And I couldn't... He halted, gulped. I couldn't permit repetition, couldn't idle while another woman struggled because our system favors revenue over respiration. Is that sole reason? Sophia queried gently. Ethan looked up, eyes intense. That's why I intervened, but not why I'm here. I'm here because driving you home, standing in your apartment, when you ceased pretending fine, I felt something absent, 7 months present, genuine, like I signified beyond what I provide. He compressed her hand. I'm here because you perceive me. Sophia, not Blackwell Tech, not my sister's heritage. Just me, the guy on migraine meds, panicking in demos, unsure if he's adequate for her shoes. You're here because I'm shattered enough to comprehend your shatter. Sophia voiced it unromantic, but truthful. Perhaps, Ethan grinned sincere and small, or perhaps we're both fatigued of feigning assembly. Perhaps that's sufficient commencement. Sophia yearned to trust him, yearned this viability, but experience taught yearning didn't actualize. I need you to grasp something, she said. I'm not a venture you fund. I'm not your mother's redo. I'm merely a woman with chronic asthma, jobless uninsured future dim. Presently, if you're here thinking salvation depart because I don't require saving, I require an equal, not charity. Ethan retained her hand. I don't think you need saving. I think you need what all need: an ally, someone present, someone enduring through tough. Things are tough already. Then they can't worsen, can they? Sophia chuckled despite. That's awful rationale. I'm a tech exec, not a sage. Ethan broke a scone piece, handed it. Eat then. Recount your clinic, the families you aided. I want who you were pre-asthma and insurers attempting erasure. So Sophia narrated of the mom who'd lost her spouse to illness and struggled discussing mortality with her 8-year-old, of the adolescent mute post-friend's overdose, of the siblings coping parental divorce trauma. I helped them voice fears, Sowell T. Sophia said, granted space to unravel safely showed coping doesn't erase it, teaches bearing load sans crush. That's profound, Ethan said. Vital labor. It was till unsustainable. Turns out you can't aid coping when submerging yourself, can't attend another's dread when your screams deafening. Ethan silent a moment. What if resumption? What if you rebuilt if funds weren't barrier? Sophia retracted her hand. Don't what? Don't attempt money fix. That's not this. Not fixing, Ethan said cautiously. Querying if money irrelevant, would you resume counseling? Of course it's my sole desire, but unrealistic rent alone. What if office unnecessary? What if gratis space available? Sophia eyed him. What mean? Ethan leaned in, eyes aglow, hope-like. Blackwell Tech just revamped an old hub on Market Street, transforming to community health hub. Physicians, therapists, wellness, all one roof. Income-based fees. Part my sister's final initiative started pre-crash. That's amazing, Sophia said gradually, but still unclear. We need anxiety specialist, trauma, and family focus. Someone caring, healing, not just billing. Someone like you. Ethan's tone fervent. You can't proffer employment. You met me yesterday. Can't without director interview first, but I can say, we're seeking your qualified, and if interested, I'll introduce. This is mad? Probably, Ethan smiled, but wrong. You need labor. We need your expertise. You want aid. We want care for underserved. How mad, pause? Because too simple, too flawless, too fable. And Sophia knew fables unreal in actuality. But Ethan regarded her like believing fables, regardless, like believing in her. I'll ponder, Sophia heard herself say. That's all I request. They finished tea, leisurely discussed Seattle and beloved podcasts, and youthful ambitions unrelated to asthma, or deceased siblings or others' waits. Ethan shared growing up observing his sister code from Neil Sophia, shared her aunt raising her post-parents' fire death when she was 9. That's why anxiety counseling, Ethan said, not query. Yeah, I knew losing all rebuilding around void. Wanted aid others same. Did you rebuild? Sophia considered falsehood, considered affirming fine. But Ethan offered candor, deserved reciprocity. Thought so, built clinic, aided others, convinced, healed. But diagnosis like losing parents a new 9 again, realizing life's unjust bad, befalls good sans cause. Do you still believe that bad sans reason? I don't know beliefs anymore. Ethan reclaimed her hand. I think, he said slowly, sometimes bad occurs, so we're positioned for good. I think my sister died for me valuing true. I think you sick and lost clinic to be in that cafe yesterday when I was. Nice notion. Not notion hope? And I know hope frightens when disappointed oft, but Sophia. He squeezed. What if this time authentic? What if we're precisely meant? Sophia yearned belief, so ached it pained. I must go, she said instead. Food delivery shift soon. Ethan nodded, disappointment evident. Can I see you tomorrow next week when ready? I don't know. Good idea. Why? Because falling for you, Sophia thought, makes me want impossibles. Because, you don't pair with, me, really, because scared. She voiced, this feels too good true, and such usually are. Ethan rose, circled table, knelt eye level. I'm scared, too terrified. but more scared walking away lifelong, wondering what if. Aren't you? Yes, God, yes. I'll call, Sophia whispered. Promise, promise. Ethan beamed, brushed her cheek tenderly, then gone. Sophia sat with chilled tea and warm scones and heart doing perilous, impossible feats. Her phone vibrated, unknown number. Text this, Ethan. Now you have my digits. Use when ready. I'll wait. Sophia gazed those words long, then gathered items headed shift. Trying not think green eyes, gentle grasp, way Ethan Blackwell regarded her like worth awaiting. Trying failing. Because ready or nay, Sophia Reyes falling love with the man who'd steadied her once and vowed never release. And that most terrifying, wonderful ever occurred. Will Sophia pursue interview? What when Ethan's partner learns personal involvement with aid recipient? And what ruinous secret surfaces that could shatter all Sophia didn't contact Ethan 3 days. 3 days delivering meals and tutoring virtually in Seattle, and sleepless nights, pondering his regard way he'd said, I'll wait, like sincere. On day 4, her landlord texted eviction warning. Sorry, Sophia, but 3 months back. Can't extend. You have 30 days. 30 days, conjure $5,000. She lacked 30 days, find new spot. Couldn't afford 30 days ere homeless atop Eltsay. Sophia stared screen-slid floor, finally permitted cry, not cinematic, pretty ugly, fractured kind, from deep, dark, hopeless. Her phone in hand, ere realization I need aid, she texted Ethan. Hate needing but do, and unknow who else. Reply 30 seconds, address. Coming now. You're working. Don't care. Address. She sent. 20 minutes later, Ethan at door and blazer meant exited vital meeting. Tie askew, hair chaotic. He saw her tear-streaked face, asked no queries, just enveloped in arms held as she disintegrated. Evicted, Sophia said into his torso. 3 months behind, 30 days, figure life, and can't solo anymore, can't feign strong enough. You are strong enough, Ethan said fiercely. Strongest I know, but strong not equal alone. Never. Need that interview at your hub. Need it, hate needing hate, you witnessing this. Ethan drew back, looked. I'm witnessing you as our human, real, beautiful, even broken, especially broken. Don't glamorize my agony. Not refusing let you believe struggle devalues. It doesn't makes real. Sophia laughed, half manic. You barely know me. We've spent maybe 4 hours total. How so certain you stay got? Ethan silent long. When spoke voice raw. Because no drowning, have all tell swim harder. No needing aid too proud, ask. No feeling failing human. He cradled her face. And no meeting someone sees you, really doesn't flee. That's what you did me in Tea House when I shared migraine's fear, dead sister's impossible legacy. You didn't balk, you listened like I mattered beyond utility. You do matter. So you. That's what conveying you mattered to me, not saving, not mother reminder, but because you. You lessen my world loneliness. Sophia's heart did dangerous hope again. I'm wreck Ethan, unemployed, ill soon homeless. Not someone want in life. Too late I do. Why want this me? Ethan smiled sad, sweet, real. Because with you needn't be Ethan Blackwell CEO. Needn't perfect, controlled, feigning answers. Can be Ethan guy scared, inadequate on meds, sometimes can't present. Guy figuring live up dead woman's legacy. He touched forehead hers. You let me human Sophia want same for you. They stood doorway, two broken up holding each other, and first time months, Sophia felt perhaps not solo anymore. I'll contact Hub Director Enriquez Tharfin. Ethan said, arrange interview next week, but Sophia understand this. Not me gifting job. This introducing to someone needing your offer. You'll earn yourself. I know. And rent. No, Sophia withdrew. Can't let pay rent. Too much that's... was saying. Ethan interrupted tenderly. Blackwell Tech owns furnished units for exec stays. Vacant mostly. You could occupy one temporarily till feet back. Still you helping. Me offering empty unit vacant anyway. You'd favor we pay utilities regardless occupancy. Sophia yearned argue cling pride, but pride didn't shelter streets too weary fight. Temporarily till afford own again, however long, and repaying all meds unit everything. Ethan smiled. Discuss later. Now pack bag showing you unit, then dinner on me, then discuss next. You must return work. Have CTO handle afternoon. This priority. Your firm priority over my housing. No Ethan firm it's not. Sooner accept you matter to me, easier this. Sophia stared impossible man who'd entered life 4 days ago, upended all man who regarded her like worth rescheduling. Okay, she whispered. Okay. The unit in renovated loft downtown, tall ceilings, exposed brick kitchen with island. Furnishings, modern, yet cozy windows overlooking bay, not lot. Beautiful too much. Can't accept, Sophia said, conviction waning. You did. Ethan set back door. Welcome home temporarily. As taken while. Sophia toured, touching lightly like evaporate. Proper bed sturdy sofa bath with rain shower things once granted pre-life unravel. Why doing the pangs? She asked again. Really what? Gain helping me. Ethan joined window. Outside, Seattle did twilight glow painting all soft, despite rain. Truth be praised, he said. Always. Doing because your struggle reminds I have wealth beyond decades spend, and most days I know what with. I fund accelerators, code camps, things polish image but change not, but helping you really not check that changes something. Matters. You matter. And maybe selfish, maybe helping because lessens my uselessness. But don't care. I'd rather selfish help than selfless watch suffer. Sophia's eyes pricked. Most honest anyone said me. Promised honesty even ugly. Not ugly human. Ethan smiled. See this, you do take broken find beauty. Your gift to Sophia what brought clients bringing me. Not trying fix you. No, that's why works. They stood as sun dipped over sound, and Sophia realized terrifying falling love with Ethan Blackwell. Not billionaire, not CEO, just man who'd steadied fall, kept appearing despite push. Stay dinner, she said impulsively. Can't gourmet, but decent stir-fry and weird beautiful unit alone. Ethan's face illuminated. Love that. So cooked in temporary kitchen maneuvering like 1,000 times prior. Ethan diced veggies, while Sophia stir-fried, drank budget wine. Sophia bought last $30, laughed nothing everything, and hours. Sophia forgot evictions and inhaler costs and uncertain futures. Hours permitted happy, but happiness fleeting for like Sophia. Phone rang as Sati unknown number, almost ignored but intuition picked. This Sophia Reyes, woman's voice professional cool. Yes. Angela Torres from Cascade Coverage. Calling re your asthma claim denied last month. Sophia's gut dropped. What about review complete pleased inform appeal approved. Covering inhalers forward under policy. World tilted. What but said generic. Board reconsidered post additional docs from physician. Coverage reinstated immediate. New cards 7 to 10 business days. Sophia couldn't inhale think. Don't understand. Didn't submit new. Doc said nothing more. Records show submitted by papers Russell Dr. Emily Hargrove from Seattle General. She not your Doc Taniamos? No, never heard. Ethan frozen across table. Well, her letter compelling detailed history. Board approved based recommendations. Sophia's eyes met Ethan's. He looked guilty, snared. Thanks, calling. Sophia numb hung. Ensuing silence, thunderous. You did this, Sophia said, not question. Sophia. You hired Doc Wright letter my insurer. Manipulated records. Went behind back. Trying help Mopelsoy by deceiving, treating like can't handle own issues. Sophia rose body quaking. Told not project. Told need handle self you did anyway thought knew better. Couldn't watch suffer when could fix. Ethan rose too. Not your choice make. Sophia's voice cracked. See every swoop, Fix sans ass telling incapable, weak small. Not intent, but did. Tears streamed. You funded meds, accepted desperate, offered unit accepted near homeless. But this manipulating insurance secret too far. Treating like no agency like manage instead. Trust. Ethan devastated. Sorry thought, helping thought. Thought wrong. Sophia grabbed bag. Need leave. Sophia, please talk. Nothing. Talk. You chose behind back, prove not see equal. See someone save can't be with who doesn't trust save self. Where go? Don't know, but can't stay here, not now. Ethan's face ashen. Least stay tonight late, plan morning, not upset. Not upset, Sophia said. Done, people deciding me. Done treated fragile, done you. She door turned last time. Ethan looked struck, like breaking his heart as he hers. Want help people, Ethan learn different saving and supporting. Learn ask ere act. Learn sometimes kindest step back, let fight own battles. Then left shutting door most beautiful unit ever. And man tried, give everything except needed trust. Partnership equality. Sophia made 4 blocks ere tears blinded fully. She'd been right hope most dangerous world loving Ethan Blackwell. Mistake she'd pay with already splintered heart. Has Sophia just departed, only who truly grasped her will Ethan realize error ere loses forever. And where Sophia go now, burned bridge with one man could have altered all Sophia spent night on friend Lila's sofa. Lila, her grad school buddy, once stuck through asthma diagnosis, failed clinic slow untangling Sophia's constructed life. She asked no when Sophia arrived crying, 11 p.m., just tissues tea blanket. Want discuss? Lila asked post-cry empty. Met someone, Sophia said. Incredible. Impossible wrong me. I thought. The tech guy from cafe. Sophia told basics, not all not how Ethan made feel, or heart antics his gaze. He behind back. A sign, Sophia explained. Got insurance approved hiring doc. Never met right letter. Thought helping but proved. Sees me manage, not hand alone. Lila, quiet moment. Ever think, maybe not managing, just fixing what could? Because your struggle echoed. Losing mother. Doesn't okay. No, but human. Lila squeezed hand. Not saying right behind back wrong. But Sophia, drowning months, refused lifelines, determined solo. Maybe pride, maybe fear. Self-preservation. Or scared needing people push away, try help. When last let someone care, really, sans immediate repay, or prove no need. Sophia couldn't. Alone since 9, lost parents learned only count self. Worked building clinics, strong clients, but now ill. Struggling, afraid, weak, can't see difference control versus love. He doesn't love, barely knows. Sure sounds, knows well knows. You'd suffer solo over accept. Knows ask permission. You'd know so, did thought help. Yeah, messed, but heart, right place. Sophia wrapped blanket tighter. What if let in breaks heart? What if trust decides to work? What if doesn't? Lila interrupted. What if exactly seems good man, trying best sometimes wrong? What if throwing real too scared risk? Don't know risk anymore, barely surviving. Then, time more than survive, time live. Sophia pondered all night Ethan's face when told, leave way held cry, not fix, just let unravel. Way said, you matter me like whole heart. What, Lila said, difference, control, and love. Was Ethan trying love, and if had pushed, best, happened years. Next morning, Sophia did months absent, called old mentor, Dr. Maria Gonzalez, who guided grad, helped start clinic. Sophia, Dr. Gonzalez warm, wondered how you. Not great, Sophia admitted, but maybe improving. Need advice you only trust straight. Always. What issue? Sophia spilled all Cafe Ethan Med's unit insurance trick fight, poured one long admission. Dr. Gonzalez listened, sans interrupt way, taught Sophia listen clients. Post-finish long pause. Can ask something, really think answer, okay? Okay. Angry Ethan behind back or angry accepting help, feels weak, spent life equating weakness, abandonment. Question struck physical. I stopped, restarted. Both Maybe. Don't know. Think. Do. No Ethan erred, but no error from care. Think using error, excuse run, or hurt. Not fair. Isn't Dr. Gonzalez gentle firm? Sophia won best anxiety counselors worked. Helped countless process fear learn open hearts. But never did work self. Never processed losing parents. Never learned let in built walls called strength. Sophia's eyes stung. What if don't know, let in forgotten, how? Then learn one day time, one choice time. Let scared do anyway. What you'd tell clients, no. Yeah. So if client came this, what say? Sophia shut eyes thought. Counseled through relations, trust, vulnerability, fear. I'd say, slow. Love requires risk, can't protect heartbreak, never opening. Sometimes love people errors, not mean no care, mean human. And running, not safe, just alone. There go. Dr. Gonzalez smile audible. Now believe advice applies you too. Post-hang Sophia sat Lila's sofa long, thinking Ethan steadying fall-sharing struggles. Sounds make less panic eyes she walked, fact called texted. All night ignored every because scared, hearsay. Pulled phone, open messages. So sorry, wrong. Please explain. Miss you. Understand if no see again, but need no. Right. Not treating, equal trying, fix instead, support, fix self. Learning, promise. Learning, please another chance. Last hour ago, at tea house here all day if want talk. If not, understand. But not giving up us, unless you say. Sophia stared words till blurred. Not giving up us. Like real, like what had mattered, like she mattered enough, fight. When last someone fought her, last let Sophia grab jacket door. Where? Lila called kitchen. Take risk, Lila grinned. Finally go get tech billionaire. Not mine yet. Ethan same nook table, first real converse. 2 tea mugs front, 1 black one untouched, awaiting. Looked awful exhausted, disheveled, sleepless. Looked up she entered, hope eyes nearly undid. Hi, Sophia said, sliding opposite. You look rough. So you. Ethan smiled, small, sad. Guess happens. Spend night thinking how badly messed. You did mess. No. Sorry, Sophia, so sorry. Right everything. Not treating, equal trying. Save because couldn't save mother. Not fair you. Not her, not second chance project manage. He reached, stopped short touch, giving choice. Strong, capable woman. Dealt terrible, fighting hell survive. Instead trust, keep fighting, tried for you. Wrong me, putting needs above yours. Sophia took hand. Why really? Because watching struggle killed. Have money power, doesn't fix what matters. Sister still gone migraines, they awake daily, terrified, not good enough. But helping you felt fixable, controllable, when else life out control. He squeezed. But see now, controlling you, not help. That's not love fear. Love? Sophia's heart stuttered word. Ethan met eyes. Yeah, love. No too soon, no barely no, but can't pretend not falling. Can't pretend losing you, not scare, more anything, life now. Sophia couldn't breathe. Think only feel words settled, chest precious. Falling you too, and she, Pwa, whispered, terrifies because everyone love left. Parents died, aunt died, clients left, couldn't afford clinic. Spent life learning loving equals losing. Not going anywhere. Can't promise. No, Ethan agreed, but can promise show everyday try. Can promise mess up, again will listen when tell. Can promise work, daily, be partner, deserve not savior, don't need. Hit a seat. Partner, Sophia repeated word felt right. If have me, if willing chance, broken billionaire, still figuring human. Sophia thought all Lila Dr. Gonzalez said. Thought difference run and stand. Thought Ethan spent night tea house off chance show. Thought way held cry not fix, let fall apart. Thought worth awaiting. Conditions. Anything. Never behind back again. Want help, ask first. Trust my decisions, even disagree. Done. Let help you too. Can't one-sided. If letting see worse, same your migraines, fear, grief, all. equals or nothing. Can do. Ethan's voice thick. What else? Take real date, not tea, not crisis. Real date, dress, up act. Normal falling love, instead 2 Rex, found cafe. Ethan laughed a relief sound. Definitely. When? Tonight, 8 p.m., pick at Lila's text address. It's date. He rose, pull feet hugged tight, felt heartbeat hers. Thanks, another chance won't waste. Better not, don't have heart left break. Then ensure stays whole. They stood tea house holding like only 2 whirled in moment. Perhaps were 2 broken learning, heal together, 2 scared learning, brave 2 lost. Found exact right moment, though felt worst. I love you, Ethan whispered hair. No too soon, say but do. Love you, Sophia Reyes. Sophia's eyes filled happy, hopeful tears. Love you too, whispered back. God help both. They parted, Ethan grinning like lottery win. 8 p.m., don't late. Wouldn't dare. Ethan kissed forehead, soft sweet, then gone striding Seattle. Afternoon spring step absent before. Sophia stood chill tea racing, heart impossible, beautiful knowledge done scariest ever chosen, hope risk, love despite all. And tonight, find if choice, save or destroy. But either way, not alone, and that counted. What happens? First, real date. Will Ethan's tech world clash? New relationship, and what when Sophia's interview forces confront, if really accept Ethan's help, sans lose self. Ethan picked Sophia 8 p.m. sharp in different car, not matte SUV, but classic roadster emerald hue. You own multiple, Sophia said, sliding passenger. Own 10, Ethan admitted. Ridiculous aware, but sister adored vintage autos post-death couldn't sell, so garage full barely drive. Memories can't release. Not ridiculous, love. Ethan smiled. See take guilt, shame make human. Is human, grief no expiry. Sister gone 7 months allowed hold pieces. Partner thinks sell says depreciating. Partner doesn't grasp some worth greater than resale. Ethan took hand. Really love you know. Mention, Sophia grinned. We're going. Surprise. Drove Seattle as dusk. Kedak fell, illuminating Space Needle, glow past Fremont, troll past Sound, where yachts floated past markets with neon buzz centuries watch city. Ethan pulled private pier, where yacht awaited adorned twinkle lights. Kidding, Sophia said. Promise, real date, this real gets. Yacht perfect, intimate sans. Showy table, 2 deck candles. Wine-resistant meal aroma, incredible likely cost, greater than Sophia's old rent, but more private, just them. Water, city lights, mirror, sound. This beautiful, Sophia said, sitting. You're beautiful. Ethan's eyes soft. Wanted tonight, special. Wanted know this us matters me. You matter. Mentioned that too. But smiling. Can tell something. Always. Terrified now. Happy terrified kind means real happening. Don't know protect. Good. Ethan poured wine. Terrified too? Figured terrified together? 8 slow talking, all nothing. Ethan told Sister's last Project Health Hub Sophia interview next week how Sister wanted create aiding people, not just profit. Grew up modest, Ethan explained. Working class Portland. Her dad, my stepdad, died young, no insurance. Stuck her life, made obsessed innovation help, but end realized money fixes not unless use matters. That's why this, Sophia said. Hub philanthropy finishing she started. Making proud, proving life meant something, death not end good. Sophia reached. Ethan's sister proud you not company money apps because good man cares people. That's matters lasts. Ethan's eyes bright. How always know, say, psychologist, 5 years my thing. Laughed easy natural like years not days. As yacht drifted sound, Ethan stood extended hand. Dance me. No music. So make own. Sophia let pull feet swayed under lights with naught but waves heartbeats. City hum. Need tell, Ethan said quiet. About interview next week. Sophia tensed. If already told higher. Didn't swear, but need know, Dr. Lisa Chen. Director tough. Doesn't care with me, cares if right job. So if interview, know that that's me recommending unqualified, not you. Think might not, think blow away. But need know not pulling strings this real. Earn yourself or not, Sophia relaxed. Thanks trusting. Always. Ethan kissed forehead. In whatever job we good, us this separate. Are we your company, my interview unit supposed, move all tangled. Then, untangle boundaries, keep work separate us. Whatever make work do, because Sophia meant not giving up us even hard, especially hard. Danced till yacht docked, till night cooled, city hushed. And when Ethan drove back, Lila's walk door like old-time gent. Thanks tonight, Sophia said. Date honesty, trust, seeing me. Thanks chance, believing better. Ethan cradled face kiss soft, sweet promise. Kiss tasted beginnings, second chances too, brave risk, all real. Pulled apart Sophia breathless. Should go in. Should don't want. Ethan smiled. Me neither, but time. All world time. Do we... Sophia's voice small. What if... No what ifs not tonight. Tonight, believe good possible love, real found reason. Okay. Sophia kissed once more. Good night, Ethan Blackwell. Good night, Sophia Reyes. See tomorrow. Will every day, if have. Have you? Ethan watched safe inside, drove away, and Sophia stood hallway, feeling world shifted brighter. 3 weeks later, Sophia got job. Dr. Lisa Chen interviewed 2 hours, asked impossible walked case studies plans, and said, hired not Logan, recommend because exactly, center needs, welcome. Sophia started Monday office windows, door closes, caseload. Kids needed help process anxiety, trauma loss. Helped orphan learn trust, post-foster, helped teen navigate bully scars. Helped family through addiction, grief, and daily remembered. Why psychologists, first healing possible people, resilient hope, real even darkest. Ethan kept promise, showed daily, texted good morn met, lunch schedule allow, held work, heavy needed, unravel safe arms. He therapy migraines started meds, helped learn delegate work, not carry alone, and slowly day built real, not fable, not rescue, just 2 broken learning hold together. 6 months later, Sophia moved own apartment, not corporate. Ethan offered own place, paid own salary. Small, but hers independent. Ethan helped boxes that night, christened new sofa takeout, cheap wine, long Converse's future. Proud you, Ethan said. Rebuilding life, doing self? Didn't alone, Sophia corrected. You helped Lila Dr. Gonzalez learn needing people, not weak human. Look you all healthy, Sophia laughed. Says man talks feelings now instead migraines. Mess. In progress. Ethan pulled close. Love you, Sophia Reyes. Love, strength, stubborn, way make, want better. Love challenge, not let away anything. Love see me, really, don't run. Love you too, even still own 10 ridiculous cars. 9 sold one. Progress. Sat her new apartment, new life relationship, built from cafe floors. Mistakes, second chances, and Sophia realized. Vital, not just surviving, living, really. With man steadied fall, kept catching stumble. Work mattered, future possible hope, not dangerous. What thinking? Ethan asked. Thinking 6 months ago, ready give up thought, lost all mattered. Couldn't see past next breath. Now thinking next? Next year, decade all years together, if keep showing each other. Ethan's smile brilliant. Like sound that. Me too. Outside Seattle's ferries honked, marking our city stood. Decades city knew. Survival, resilience, love lasted reigns. And inside Sophia's small apartment, 2 met. Worst moment sat wrapped arms, grateful cafe collapses, falling firm hands caught needed most. Because sometimes best love stories start ending, sometimes lose all find needed, sometimes collapse cafe, and Billionaire steadied, taught hope, real love, possible happy endings, not just fables, for real people, brave risk, broken hearts one more time. For like Sophia, Ethan refused give up each other self for learned falling. not failure, first step. Toward caught by who never let go. 1 year later, Ethan proposed, same cafe, met not romantic, because real. Arranged barista set flowers, candles down knee right by counter. This where life began. Told Sophia as cried. Laughed, said, yes or question finish. This where learned matters, not money, success filling sister's shoes. Just present, need you showing up, just love. Sophia pulled feet, kiss front, barista watch story unfold start. This insane. Completely. Love it. Love you. Is. And walked out cafe together, engaged, employed healthy Sophia, sent silent thanks. Universe placing exactly needed. That Wednesday afternoon 12 months ago for asthma brought cafe insurance denied claim. Moment weakness made fall for Ethan Blackwell. Steadied, never let go. Sometimes worst moments life actually beginning. Best. Sometimes collapsing cafe leads forever, and sometimes brave enough. Hope, risk, love, despite sometimes get happy ending after all. Thanks watching if enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share thoughts. Comments below. Ever had moment seem bottom but turn beginning beautiful? Remember, never alone feel hope, always possible, even darkest. Care selves see next story.